Chamberlain's time at Liverpool looks like it's over. Brighton is interested in him, and obviously Tariq Lamptey is wanting out of a team known as Brighton. And we are talking about the UEFA dropping their innovation of really making it 32 teams at the Euros of 2024. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? And where you watching us from? Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. As things stand, the Carabao Cup semi-final, the Carabao Cup semi-final between United and Nottingham is going on. United has gone ahead to score 2 goals in the first half. Rashford scoring a solo effort goal in the 50th minute, and Weghorst in the 45th minute. He has scored his first goal for Manchester United. And yesterday, Newcastle beat Southampton away by 2 goals to 0. So that is the update coming in from that, and I think by the time I return here, I think 3 hours from now, I'll be letting you know the final results of the first leg of the semi-final. Remember, for the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, they play 2 games. That's it. You host and then you are hosted. That's it. Now, let's get into this story that Fabrizio Romano just dropped here about Tariq Lamptey. Tariq Lamptey, one to watch in the final days of the transfer window. European clubs are informed on his situation as he could leave Brighton. Olympique Lyon are among clubs now showing interest in Lamptey in case Malo Gusto leaves to join Chelsea. Now, Tariq Lamptey, ever since the season started, even when Graham Potter was here, he was no longer, I think even last season, the second half of the season, he was not considered as a starter at Brighton. And even right now, when De Zerbi came in through, he's not really considering him as a starter. A player who really went ahead to be one of the best right backs in the league by the time Brighton came in through to the first tier league of English football, that is the English Premier League. He played very well. The likes of United were interested in him. We are proposing him that we don't need Aaron Wan-Bissaka, we need Tariq Lamptey. Arsenal were in for Tariq Lamptey before they even thought of really bringing in right backs at the club of Arsenal. So he was really all over the shop window, and everyone needed the player. But the drop off from him and his game time at Brighton is really unheard of. It's something that you call drastic fall, because a player like him, talented, good on the ball, he finds himself not making the starting 11 of Brighton, yet he's a flying right back that everyone admired for a very, very long time. This time around, it doesn't work out for him, meaning that he is going to be sold by Brighton, because Brighton, De Zerbi looks like he's not interested in him anymore. Now, his ideal destination might be Olympique Lyon. Olympique Lyon is a team that has a boy known as Malo Gusto, 19 years of age. Chelsea were interested in him till now. They made the first bid, it was rejected, and they are calling for more. They want 35 million euros for this teenager that is really playing as a right back for Olympique Lyon. So if at all goes well, you'll find out that this guy has been integrated into the team of Lyon, and Malo Gusto will cross to Chelsea. But as things stand, I expect the best of the best to come in through to see to it that Tariq Lamptey leaves, because at that age, when he has just really crossed from England to playing for Ghana national team, he was there at the World Cup, I believe you have nothing to do. If I tell you Tariq Lamptey, you just have to go on and really find where you're going to be played, because that drop-off has really called off interest from Manchester United, Arsenal, and very many others. So you never know, a Premier League team might come in for him, because very many teams are really looking for right backs, and he's a very good player that is very experienced, and everyone would love to have him at the club that he really loves, depending on the manager and what his plans are. But that's it. Malo Gusto, if he leaves Olympique Lyon, to me, I believe he's going to leave. Chelsea are negotiating that deal to see if they're really getting a right back, because Aspilicueta is aged. Reece James looking injury prone, meaning that they are really lacking a player who can guarantee them full fitness throughout the season, and Malo Gusto lies into the exact age bracket and profile players that Graham Potter is really interested and hunting for in the European market of a team called Chelsea. Let's go to the other player known as Chamberlain. Chamberlain is a player who has been playing for Liverpool for very many years, ever since he left Arsenal. I think Arsenal sold him for like 15 million pounds, 19 million pounds to Liverpool. They got him on the cheap. He has been integral into the season of Liverpool, winning the Champions League, winning the Premier League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup. So he has been having a very good run at Liverpool, but it looks like the previous 2 seasons has been really off. So maybe he's like surplus to requirement right now at Liverpool. That's it. Bringing in Cody Gakpo, bringing in Luis Diaz, and very many others players now playing at Liverpool. Looks like Chamberlain has no space in the team of a player of a manager known as Jurgen Klopp. However much Liverpool is struggling, it looks like he's not part of this. Now, we've been told by Sammy McBall, is the chief reporter of Daily Mail, that Brighton are interested in signing Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain before the window shuts down, but only if Liverpool would be prepared to allow him to leave for nothing 6 months before his contract expires, meaning that the contract of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain expiring in the summer, and Liverpool might not be willing to give him a new contract, because why do you give a player who is not really performing a new contract, a contract renewal? Yet you are having the likes of Carvalho, the young players coming in through. You are having Cody Gakpo, Diaz, Diego Jota, Mohamed Salah, and very many other good players, even young players, Harvey Elliott of this world, that are really performing. That means if all the players that are playing on the forward line of Liverpool are back, Chamberlain will find it hard to get enough playing time at Liverpool, and I believe it's high time they let him go. But I don't know whether Liverpool can allow him to go on a free right now. So Brighton has to go in and really spend some money. Why are they considering him to go out on a free? Yet they've just sold a player called Trossard at 21 million pounds plus 6 million pounds to Arsenal. I think they have some 2-3 million pounds to pay for this player to cross from Liverpool to their side. They need to go out and really respect this transfer, offer in some money, because I know there are teams like Everton, there are teams like Nottingham, there are teams like West Ham who are fighting for their lives. Wolverhampton Wanderers that can go in for Chamberlain, because Chamberlain is a very good player provided he is really getting enough playing time. And I believe what led to his drop off at Liverpool is simple: him not getting enough playing time, because by the time he had just went at Liverpool, he was really playing very many games a season, and he never really looked bad as he's looking right now. But no player in the world has ever been sharp when he's being played off the bench. That's it, and not even playing most of the game. So I believe De Zerbi might be interested in the player. He likes him, so they need to go out and really cough in some money for a player known as Oxlade-Chamberlain. So it looks like it's a replacement for Trossard. That is what Brighton are really looking at, because they know he's an experienced player. And when you look at how De Zerbi is making the likes of Lallana, Danny Welbeck really score goals, it shows you that if at all Oxlade-Chamberlain goes there, he's really going to turn into a star player. He might even find himself back into the English national team, because De Zerbi's style of play will favor any player that is really good and aggressive on the ball. So I believe it will be a very good signing. And if at all I'm Oxlade-Chamberlain, I tell Liverpool, allow me go that side, because if at all Welbeck is really triumphing at a side known as Brighton, yet I really believe that I'm a better talent than him, why don't I go that side and see myself really also do the needful and really win? So let's go to the last story of this episode. You know that there was a campaign that was being driven by UEFA that they want to have 32 teams at the next edition of the Euros, but it has been played down, and this story has been brought to us by a gentleman known as Matian Zielga. He's a chief sports reporter for The Times, telling us that official UEFA has abandoned their plan to expand the Euros to 32 teams. The competition will remain as a 24-country tournament. So they had a plan to extend very many teams. And remember, when you add on 8, those are 32. And the more teams you have, the more money you get from TV, because the more matches you broadcast, the more money UEFA gets. So as things stand, they really wanted to go ahead and really get in more money. But obviously, it never went the way they wanted it to be. And maybe they varied in it, that how many teams do we have? Are we going to weaken the competition or are we going to strengthen it? But I believe there are some other effects. But if I told you add in more teams, they want to weaken the tournament, because when you look at teams that never qualified, like Norway, it's a good team. Almost the European teams are really good. So it really puts them in a picture of not really wanting to expand this. I think they wanted to copy the World Cup, because the World Cup is going to add on more, how many teams? Are they 12? More 12 teams, or 8. In the World Cup of 2020, is it 2026? So that is going to be happening in Mexico and USA, not so. So let's wait and see what is going to happen. So your thoughts on Lamptey wanting out, and obviously Chamberlain being looked at as the Trossard replacement. Do you really agree with it? And would you allow, if I tell you Liverpool, let this player to go out on a free? Because Brighton are putting out a condition that if at all you want to get, if at all you want to get us this player, we are taking him on a free. So it's all about the player to push for the move to see that it really happens in the best way that they deserve. And lastly, would you like the Euros to be having how many players? Would you like the Euros to be having 32 teams, or they should remain on 24 teams? Rokani David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later. Smash the like button, comment and share, and don't forget to say a prayer before you go to sleep, because prayers never lie and they really help you when you don't even know when you say that player that has really gone ahead to come to your rescue. Bye bye guys.